It's the Crafters TV 4th anniversary from the 5th till the 11th of September, and here's 4 great reasons why you need to tune in. Number 1, all your favourite shows with all your favourite experts and presenters, plus loads of brand new launches. Number 2, double points for all Club Inspire members. Number 3, chances to win vouchers to spend on the Crafters Companion website. And number 4, a free gift of a Crafters TV crystal pen. So join us from the 5th till the 11th of September for the Crafters TV 4th anniversary.
Hi everyone, I'm Lily. I've been part of Crafters Companion for about a year now. Can't believe it's been that long. It's absolutely flown by. How did my crafting journey start? Well, I have to say I've always been creative. I've always loved drawing, painting, making cards. I sort of started that when I was very, very young, making all my handmade Christmas cards, birthday cards, thank you cards. And from then on in, it pretty much just stuck. So where am I from? So I currently live about 2 miles actually from head office here in County Durham, but I'm actually from Sheffield. Something that's really sort of close to my heart from where I'm from is the fact that we've got the Peak District just on our doorstep. Crafty inspirations, that's an interesting one. I have to say I'm inspired by so many different things. I'm inspired just by the team we have here at Crafters Companion. The craft experts are so inspiring. I learned so much from watching them, from sharing our ideas together, and I've actually watched the team on telly for so many years, even before I first come here. And I remember the first time sort of stepped through the doors here at the CTV studios, I was completely starstruck. And as well, our community that we
Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby and welcome to, can you believe it, day number 5 of our 18th birthday celebrations. Wow, we're 5 days in already and what a crazy 5 days it has been, and it only gets crazier today. Let me tell you, we have got another stellar lineup of shows for you. Thank you for getting up so early to see our Wake Up Call preview show, where not only are we going to preview for you what is coming up in an unbelievable launch day a little bit later on, but also, I mean, if you've had fun last night with our 3-hour cart load, we've got another one for you tonight. The biggest ever Softcraft cart load we have ever done. Tell your friends, if you love your Softcraft, if you know somebody who does, make sure you let your friends know. 6 o'clock tonight UK time, we've got an unbelievable show coming your way. But before all of that, we've got a brand new launch as well. I'm super excited. Guess who's in once again? She's been my tag team partner for the whole week and she's not sick of the sight of me yet, I don't think. It's Sara. How are you?
Guess who's back?
Back
with the
again.
sparkles. And oh, look, my voice is a little bit better today. I got in last night after my 3 hours hanging out with Ben, and I steamed a little bit, and I had a lot of I had some cough sweets and everything like that, and we're getting better. The more I talk, the better it's getting. It's all good, guys. Yeah, well, look. Big launches, you know I'm like right at the front of the queue because I want to get in there and do them. These, Ben, I am beyond excited. So, you know we love our the nesting dies. Nesting dies is like where it's at. Then we introduced the cut-in versions of the nesting dies a couple of months ago. We did a couple for Christmas, a couple for Halloween. You guys went absolutely bananas for them. So what we've done is we've done the idea where you've got the outer nesting die and the inner nesting die all working. Like, for example, look at this gorgeous card.
That is amazing.
Die, looking fabulous, right? Inner nesting dies working in conjunction. It's like a matching set.
That's beautiful.
Hand-drawn oopsies.
Oh, hello.
Hand-drawn imagery, Ben, that just looks thebomb.com. So you've got your florals, you've got things like your butterflies, where we've got the outer nest and the inner nest. I'm just going to tell you, this is one of those launches where it's not like oh, when I use this is my cup of tea or anything. This is just an absolute need to have. These dies are incredible. I'm going to walk you through all 6 designs. I'm going to show you every possible combination of how they can work together. I've got some amazing demos planned, and that's just for Wake Up Call. Then we get to do it all again this afternoon on the official launch day show, Ben.
Absolutely we do. We've got Sara for the first hour of the Wake Up Call show. Becky Sworn is going to be here for the second half, where we're going to be looking through what she's got coming up in her cartload this evening with Debbie. My oh my, make sure you stick around. It's going to be an unbelievable show. Also, before we get into the bones of it too, let me tell you, if you haven't been with us, I mean, firstly, if you haven't, where have you been? But secondly, it is our 18th birthday celebration, so we are doing double points for everybody within Club Inspire, double points on everything as well. New launches, things like the 3 for 2s, you buy one, get ones, everything there is double points for you. Now, we're also doing free gifts as well, brand new free gifts today. Oh, these are good. These are good. If you spend 10 today, £10 or $10 automatically added into your basket, you're going to get this gorgeous stamp and die set, that beautiful frame with a whole host of different sentiments in there. So you've got your wishes in die form, and then you've got all of those stamps to be able to create your own sentiment. And how stunning is that frame? It's a 10-piece set when you spend £10 or $10. Now, £50 or $50 spend, you're going to get this plus today's pen. I know a lot of people have been spending that 50 each and every day to collect all of the colours. You have got this beautiful light pink crystal Crafter's Companion pen today. That's not easy to say first thing on a Friday morning, but that's coming to you when you spend 50 alongside your stamp and die set. And then on top of that, when you spend 100, we've still got stock of our jute tote. So you get 1, 2, 3 automatically added into your basket. So get shopping. The jute tote is going to be here with us whilst stocks last on that 100 spend. Now, we're going to go through the nesting dies that you're going to get with Sara. I'll take you through, because again, what we've got for you today is the ability to just get the brand new dies on their own. We've then got a showstopper as well, which will be going live on the web very, very soon indeed. When it does, I'll take you all around it. And again, that showstopper is going to open up an unbelievable bonus buy for you today as well. Details on your screen for your showstopper, £64 or $72. I'll get into the kind of nuts and bolts of that in just a second. But before we see the showstopper, Sara, can we have another look at these amazing dies and see exactly what we're going to get?
Okay. Okay, I'm going to walk you through all of them. Before I do, I'm going to just take this jacket off because it's really hot. Right?
That lasted long.
That lasted a long time. I'll adorn the set with it like this. Now it looks like I've just left my jacket out lying out, but never mind, right. So what I'll do is, like Ben said, we've got 6 dyes in the collection. You can either go for the dyes individually, you can go for the set of 6 of them, or Ben will talk you through the showstopper. What I am going to do is I'm just going to open one of them up, Ben.
Okay.
So that you see exactly how, oh crikey, this is a brand new one for the show.
Oh, here we go.
Right, let me get this open and show you. Hey, I'll tell you what. You can tell I came running in under this already. Right,
Yes,
okay, so here we go. There is your outer dye, right? And here is your inner dye, right?
Okay.
Now, you can use them in so many different ways, right? And I'm going to walk you through all the different ways that you can use them, okay? By the way, in addition to that, you get 2 nesting dies to go with it.
Okay.
So, let me talk you through the outer one first of all, right? So if we look at just the outer one. Now, you can take the outer one on its own, Ben. Looks wonderful. So that is the outer one on its own with the largest frame cut in.
Okay.
Or you can use the outer one with no frame cut in. Or you can use the outer one with the smaller frame cut in. Right? So you can get like a large, thick frame, a thin frame, or no frame at all. Or you can use the 2 dyes in conjunction with each other. So you'll get the outer and the inner cut at the same time, right? So that is all the different ways you can use the outer one.
Okay.
You also quite like all of the outer bit that's left as well, right? Then if you go with the inner one, right, we can use the inner one on its own, and it'll give you this sort of cut in. We can use the inner one with a small frame, the inner one with a large frame, because you've got both of those frames.
Wow.
It's also going to cut you the mats and layers, or it can just cut you the frames if you want. They're really useful, right? So that are all the different ways you can use the inner one.
So many combos.
Then, because you're going to get these as a set of 6, use 1 outer frame, but change the inners every time, Ben.
Get out of here. That is brilliant.
I mean, something like this. Look, you've got the butterflies and the florals in conjunction with each other, and they just work beautifully. Honestly, it is such a brilliant concept, and I've got loads of demos. Bear in mind, I'm going to be here for the whole afternoon. I've got that big 2-hour launch day show. This is just the warm-up act, right?
Yeah.
Now, let me show you all the designs, right? So first of all, your butterflies. So this is where you've got that lovely butterfly outer. You've got the butterfly inner. Whether you want to use them and layer them up, whether you want to use them separately, this is the sort of thing you're going to be doing with the butterfly one.
Wow, look at that.
Really gorgeous frames, Ben, right? So there's your butterfly. And I'm going to be, the first card I'm going to be doing for you, actually, I'm going to be showing you how to do a dome front and using these nests around the outside of your dome front. They're absolutely brilliant, okay? So that is your butterfly one. Your second option is your floral, right? So the floral one that we're talking about now, Ben, again, it's a beautiful big outside die. Now, this one's in particular, when you look at it here, perfect for paper piecing.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got those hold and release sheets back in stock, guys. So your hold and release sheets would be brilliant. I love this, using the 2 in conjunction with each other. So that there is how you would use them both together. But I actually think the outer one's wonderful. It's on the inner one's wonderful on its own, right? So that is your second one, which is your floral one, right? Now, the hearts. Very elegant design of the hearts. Please keep in mind, brilliant for shaker cards. Right? And you could even keep all your little hearts that have come out and use them as extra, either as shakers or as little pieces. Shaker heart's brilliant. And then there's that lovely outer frame. I think that card just really shows off the design really, really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, leaves. The leaves, another brilliant one, Ben, if you're wanting to do some of your paper piecing, right? So look at this here, and this is one of my favourite cards to make with these, where you intertwine the
it's clever.
So I love this idea of making the insert like this. So can you see, we've got the big outer one here, and then you can stamp your insert. Love that idea. Also, there's your little interior one. There's the exterior, and they just cross around there. I'm going to teach you that in this show as well, right? There's another one, just layering up the 2 onto some plain card. Looks fantastic, right? Still going, you've then got your vines, right?
Oh,
so
wow,
here are all
look at
your
these.
vines. Now, this is quite nice if you just want a nice subtle edge. This, just immense, Ben. Absolutely immense. There it is, around the outside here. Again, using that frame, I just think that looks
So
so
good.
professional.
It does.
Right? So there's the 2 pieces of the frame. And then the last one is this gorgeous, it's like your, what's it officially called? Regency swirls. Regency
plenty of swirls there.
So, but it's like your generic swirly one. So you've got flowers, you've got hearts, you've got butterflies, but this is your generic swirls one that's going to work for so many of your different occasions. And again, always how I like to do it, that outer frame, cutting around the outside, and then the inner one. Got loads of demos, loads of ideas to share, Ben, but you can see those are the 6. If you just want to cherry pick and choose a couple that you love, please go and do that. You know we have the big bundle for everything, and we've also got the showstopper. So I'll let you talk through that, Ben, and I'll get ready for the demo.
I certainly will talk you through that. I'll say a few of those as well, because remember, the more you comment, the more chances you've got of winning that £300, $300 gift card to spend with us. We've got Lynn in Indiana with us, Amani Stackhouse is in, Stacey in Nebraska, Lois in Ohio. Michelle says, Ben, I love your shirt. Thank you. It's about as sort of 70s and disco as I can get this week. Betty's in from Oklahoma. Stacey's in. Lots of love for the shirt. Thank you, Betty and Amani and Nona. Michelle says, I've ordered my wild collection yesterday, got it Thursday, and I'm in New Jersey. Thank you guys for using your private jets to deliver the packages. So many hellos coming through. We'll do some more in just a second. I'm delighted to say that the showstopper's now on the web, but let me take you through the differences that you've got here. As Sara said, if you just want to go for individuals, you can do that. If you just want to go for the everyday border nesting dies on their own, this is the way to do it. £56 or $64. But you'll get your double points, of course, on top of that as well. The majority of people this week with the new launches have been going for the showstopper deals, because the showstoppers not only give you more, but then also open up the bonus buy. And you can see here, if you're platinum, just for an extra £8, you're going to get all of these extra goodies as well. We are popping in for you a bottle of our Collal all-purpose glue. You're also going to get, very handily, 2 of our tape pens, our glue tape pens. So those are coming within the showstopper. And on top of that, as if we thought about everything, back in stock in the showstopper, your hold and release sheet. So if you want to be able to do your paper piecing as well, you're going to get those included in the showstopper. All of that is just an extra £8 if you're platinum. Incredible value. And worth bearing in mind also, I must tell you, these are now back in stock, the hold and release sheets. If you want to pick them up too, I believe we've got them on a 3 for 2 on the website as well. So if you go, well, I'm going to get this collection with the showstopper, I've already got a nice set of the hold and release sheets in that, I want more. Search on the web, you can get those on a 3 for 2 like you can across a whole host of our core items on the website. Now, that's an unbelievable deal, £64 or $72, but that is not where it ends, because you know with our showstoppers, with so many of the bundles and deals we've done this week, we've done bonus buys. Your bonus buy is a card stock collection, which, well, the price on this already is incredible, right? £40 or $56. Details will come up for you here. That's your platinum price. If you want to buy this bundle outright, knock yourselves out, go for it. But if you're going for the showstopper in the same transaction, pop this into your basket, and for then £20 or $28, we'll give you 50 sheets of your Snow White Hint of Gold. We will then also give you 40 sheets of your Trend Centura Pearl, 8 colours you're going to be getting in here, 5 sheets of each. I'm typing this up as I go, but I need them because it's written on the screen. 180 sheets of your Centura Pearl in this collection. So that's the second batch you're going to get. You're also going to get 40 sheets of our beautiful ivory. By the way, this is double-sided for you as well with that gorgeous Centura Pearl sheen. That is another 40 sheets on top of that. And then you're going to get 10 sheets of the beautiful Centura Pearl in mink as well. For £40 or $56, incredible. Pop that in with your showstopper. All of that cardstock is £20 or $28, and you'll get double points on that as well. So many reasons to shop, and already we are super, super busy across the showstopper, across the collection on its own, people picking and choosing. Let me know what you're going for. Let me know what you are picking out, and if there's anything that you want to see, let us know. Can't promise we'll do it in this little short preview on Wake Up Call, but if we can show you stuff during the launch a little bit later on, we certainly will do that for you. A few more quick comments, few hellos, and then we'll crack on into this. Liz R has joined us. Hi to Crafty Jack, who's watching from Canada. Hi also to Gaz, who's with us. How was your visit to the store yesterday, Gaz? I know you said you were going down to Evesham. Let us know if you had a good time. I'm sure you did. Rosie's in, Tracy Lewis, Brenda's in saying good morning, Glories from Kentucky, and hi to Betsy Black, who says good morning from Houston, Texas. I cannot wait to get these nesting dies. Give us a shout if you've picked these up already, and let us know which is your favourite. Cheryl Kay says, poor Sara, your voice is nearly gone. I've got a bit croaky today. I think Sara's like speaking a little bit better, and I feel like I've taken a bit of the croak for you, Sara.
Taking a bit of the croak from you.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot better today, guys. And you've got to understand, there's nothing the matter with this. I feel absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I just sound ridiculous. Right, but it's all good, because I'm only doing 5 hours of talking today.
Only 5?
Absolute walk in the park, no problem. And then I've got a whole day off tomorrow, and then I'm back in for Sunday with Benny Boy all day. You can tell it's birthday. Oh, look, I've got me little cables hanging out here and everything.
You got your
what? Now.
Oh.
Just doesn't look very professional. I spent ages curling my hair this
Oh,
morning.
your hair looks amazing.
Well, thank you.
And your nails as well, wow.
Oh, thank you, yeah. He's such a sweetheart. Right, okay, so I want to show you how these work, okay? Loads of people ordering these already today, and I feel like we've only scratched the surface, okay? Now, if I show you here, I'm going to do that, I'm going to use the seasoned leaves, right? Now, Ben, if we use just this die alone, in fact, let's go for it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to use just this one, and I'm going to show you how that will cut out and we'll be left with no kind of frame on the inside.
Okay.
So best way to do this, guys, if you're never sure, is start with your white cutting plate, your frosted and your magnetic. Now your magnetic will hold your die in place, then you can put your cardstock over top of the die. That's not the way I usually like to show people, but because I'm using this as a positioner, I'm going to do that. Now, when you use that as a positioner, Ben, you still use the tape, you still hold your cardstock down. The difference is we stick our cardstock, not the die.
Okay.
So you stick the cardstock to there, right? You're going to put the top plate on, we're going to send them through, and that will die cut. Now, that is going to die cut me an outer frame with no inner cut. Right, so I'm going to show you the different ways we can cut it.
Yes.
Now, one pass through your machine will do the cutting. Remember, it's cut and emboss. So if you wanted to, tell you what, I've cut that a little bit fine, haven't I? I wasn't paying much attention.
You got away with it, I think, didn't you?
I've got away with a little bit of that there. Yeah, you guys wouldn't notice, would you not? If I hadn't have said anything. Right, if I pop these little bits out, actually, you totally wouldn't have noticed. It's only a tiny windy bit of the leaf here, right? That is what we're talking about in terms of having that beautiful outer frame. So can you see it's got no interior cut in the middle, right? Let me look at a different way we can do it. So we can take that one, I'll pop these little bits out.
It's good to see this because I think people, as much as they love these frames, because there's so much versatility, you could end up getting a bit confused as to all the different combinations.
Right? Well, let me take that and then use the inner cutting die.
Right.
So I use the two of them together now, Ben, right? I'm going to position... Oh, that's not quite big enough, no.
No, a little bit more.
Right, tell you what, stop trying to be so
Give yourself a little bit of a buffer zone.
Crikey Moses, I am cutting that tight, aren't I? Don't like to waste anything, guys, right?
You can tell.
There we go, you can go down there. In fact, you know what, I'll stick 2 bits on so that it doesn't move at all. Yep, there we go, 2 bits there.
Yep.
Put the top lid on. There it is. Right, so now I've got the 2 dies. So I want you to see, this is how we'd cut it as an outer frame.
Yes.
Right, so this is how we're going to get the outer one and the inner one in together. So there's one option. Get them little bits.
Busy for these already, Sara. We've not even hardly looked at them yet.
Oh, yes, right. So here is your next style of how to do it. By the way, if you want to emboss it, what you would do is you would leave that there, right? Take that one out. Add this in, pop your embossing mat on. Embossing mat goes on there. If your embossing mat's going on, you must take out this shim here, right? I'm going to pop my top plate on. I'm going to send that through, and we'll do another lovely cut. So it's I'm not actually starting on my card yet, Ben. I am going to do a card in a second, but I want everyone to see how you can do all the different ways of using it.
It's good to see. It's good to see.
So when I take this off now, pop those little bits out. This is giving me just the frame. So you can use it like this, or you can use it with that frame. Your third option of how we're going to use them.
I'm enjoying this.
I mean, there's loads.
Yes, it's good.
Right, so I'm going to use that one. Now I'm going to take my fancy inner cut if I want. All right? So I can use the fancy inner cut in the middle. This is 3 completely different looks, all with that same die. Are you going to fit? Oh, Sarah, get another piece of card. Just get another piece of card,
Cut it a bit bigger this time, Sarah. Yeah.
All right. So, right, here we go. I'm going to pop this on here, right? That goes on there like that. Put them all together. Now this is going to use me outer with me in it. Now every time I've used that magnetic shim. So every time, Ben, I'm making sure I'm not leaving it up to, you know, Sarah trying to get everything stuck down the right place. I'm using the magnetic positioner to get me in exactly the right place. Right, that really, really detailed now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to pop that down there. I'm going to use that lovely, there we go, that's going to go on there. Top bit goes on there, Ben, send it through another time. It's worth taking the extra 7 or 8 seconds to do the extra run through and the emboss, right? So 1, 2, third different way we're going to get this coming out. Totally different look. There we go. Oh, do you know, let's just appreciate the detail on that emboss. I mean, that is just looking phenomenal, isn't it, right? Going to give it a little bit of a tap, take it out. That one there, now, completely different look, right? Now I've got my interior cut there to go with it.
Amazing.
Yeah, and yes, it needs, do you know what I need? I need a new pokey tool, don't I?
You
I
do?
need a new deluxe pokey tool.
Oh, I
to
thought
take
you were going to get one out then.
We haven't
got one yet.
It's in the other studio. But Ben and I launched an amazing new deluxe pokey tool last night.
We did.
Who was watching the show? Very popular. Hundreds of our new deluxe pokey tools went last night, Ben, in that essential tool kit.
They did, they flew.
So, right, so there is 3 completely different framed looks, all with that one die.
Yeah.
Right? Now that is just using them. Now what I've done for this die set, right, also cut it once in the white, Ben, so that we can layer the 2 up.
Beautiful.
But then this will colour. Now I didn't bring any of my inks in, but look at this. This is just using the inks to colour around the outside. Now what you can do is you can layer up the 2 together. Now if you're going to do that, you really need your dotty tape pen, Ben.
Yes.
Which I know.
Hopefully you got them yesterday.
Yeah, I hope a lot of you managed to get the dotty tape pens while they were in stock.
Yeah.
I did warn you, it's birthday, guys. We are not. I don't even want to say we're twice as busy as usual. We're about 10 times busier than usual. So things that you think we should have enough of, like the tape pens, we just don't have enough of, as we kind of proved yesterday. So look at that. Now getting that lovely frame. There's my double laid up frame. And that would look totally different if I'd done that. Then I could have got a frame like that. Different look again, right? So that's one. I've done exactly the same using just the inner die, Ben. So I've done one of the inner die cuts in the black.
Yeah.
I've done another one of those inner die cuts with the and I'm going to do the same again. I'm just going to use the dotty right round the outside, and you'll end up with that lovely framed piece. And what we're doing is we're just starting to get a little bit of shadowing from one design onto the next. And I'm just going to position that where we want it. There it is, down there like that. So I've now got outer frame, inner frame.
Brilliant.
And actually this one here, if you wanted, you could always take that into a piece of white if you wanted to kind of layer it up. You know how I said if you wanted to be able to put your insert on. So let's have a little think about the card, right? Because what I've done is, I've just done myself gatefold card. So we're going to have the gatefold meeting in the middle, right? And I'm going to put my frame on one side. Now I've got my mats and layers like this to go on here.
Oh yeah, perfect.
And what I want is, I want to be able to see through this frame. So I've actually got one where I've done this and I've just cut this element out. Can you see here like this, look? So I've just cut that out to the size of the frame. Now you can either do it with your craft knife, guys, or remember, you've got those dies. So actually I did it with the die, just so I knew it was exactly the right size. So I'm going to put that one there, and I'm going to put my other one over on this side here, Ben. This is where I want my straight tape pen, not my dotty one.
Get those in the showstopper as well, which I believe a lot of people, majority of people buying the showstopper, and I'm not surprised, very busy for that already. And lots of people kind of seeing that light bulb moment now as well. Comments coming through, like Amali saying, there's so many possibilities with these nesting border dies, literally so many combinations. And like you said, you can then combine the different designs, can't you? The innies and the outies of the different designs.
That is exactly it. So I mean, I've only shown you with one design, what, three different possibilities there, Ben. Oh, do you know, this is why we love our dotty tape pen. I only wanted tape on half of it. So look, I can come and rub off the tape that I didn't want on the other half. Couldn't do that if I'd used the straight tape pen, could we not? But I can do this down here like that. So that allows me to stick that onto one half of the design only, right? Now, obviously, you need a little bit of paper to go in the background.
Okay.
These papers are beautiful, by the way.
Ooh.
Do you know what would be fabulous?
Your
My Special Papers box.
Yeah.
So it's no accident that we have the My Special Papers box on at the start of the week, because we've got all of these beautiful cards. You're going to need all of those beautiful papers
all
to go with
£9, 2 ounces of them.
All £9, 2 ounces. Right, so there is that one.
Yeah.
This one can go on the inside.
Uh-huh.
I feel like we don't want to see through that though. I feel like I'm just going to stick that onto a piece of white cat. Yeah, that's going to look a little bit better. So dotty tape all the way around the outside.
Okay.
Now, by the way, guys, because it's only wake up call, those of you who have got up early to watch this, if you are going to be watching with us all day, right, and I'm doing the launch day show, if there's something you want to see, let me know now, because I could plan now to be doing it in the launch day show.
Yes.
So, but if you tell me now, I've got time to get prepped for it.
I think there's a lot of people, including Gwendolyn, who are loving the fact that you're taking time to show how to cut the frames. She says that is what makes Crafters TV different. So I know you've probably got demos lined up, but look, if you want to see like more combinations, you're happy to do that as well, I guess, Sarah, aren't you?
Oh yes, we can just do a whole tutorial on that if you want. Yeah. Look at that, doesn't that look classy?
Yeah, it does.
I think that looks really classy. And then what we can do is we could layer up the. Oh yes.
Yes.
Now you and that was just using me little bits that were left over. So what I would do here, Ben, I would use the straight tape pen in the middle, right? But then I would use my dotty tape pen around the outside like this, so where we've got all of the really intricate designs, right? So we've got all of this going on here. That is going to position into the middle. Yes, now we're looking good, right? And then we're going to build this up. We're going to pop this on the inside here. And that gives us a lovely, there we go. That's going to give us that nice fold in there, nice fold in from there. And actually, if you wanted to personalise that for an occasion, I've got there, happy birthday. The happy birthday could go in the middle.
Beautiful.
It could go, I think I'm going to take it off to the side there, actually. Quite like it over to the side there. And it's going to pop in here. But bear in mind, we've got that. These are going to open together. But then I love that we've left somewhere that you can stamp your, or you could handwrite your own verse on the middle there, Ben. I just think that looks really professional.
It does. It looks awesome. We're so busy for these. And isn't it nice as well for the fact that, you know, as much as these dies are so intricate, are so detailed, there's so many different combinations that, you know, we'll continue to show you. And like Sarah says, if you want to see more of that, if you want to see more of the kind of how-to and the different combinations, let us know. If you want to see more demos, let us know. I think it'll be a bit of a mix and a match. But the point is, so versatile, so easy to use. Oh, my goodness, the amount of beautiful cards that you can create with all of the different combinations of the dies that you're getting within this set. Just stunning. The ink's beautiful on the card, says T. Nuka. Lovely colours, says Cheryl K. Hi also to Imani, who says so many possibilities with these nesting border dies. And Betty says, I've got a big birthday on Sunday. Betty Gossel, love sharing my birthday with Crafters Companions. Well, it's going to be another big day on Sunday, the kind of week one wrap up. AK just saying, loving the shows, being there for 24 hours. We're 24/7 now, guys. Don't forget as well, I can watch as soon as I'm back from work. You are spoiling us. And Marjorie says, Ben, what are you and Sarah doing to me? My bank thinks my card's been cloned. I love the energy you and Sarah bring working together. Thank you. We kind of like feed off each other, because you know me, I'm Mr. Excitable. You got Mrs. Excitable over there, and then one goes, then the other goes, then the other one goes more excited, then the other, and it's like, you know,
we're a disaster.
What?
We're a disaster waiting to happen, me and you.
I wouldn't have put it like that, but yeah, whatever. Listen, let me take you through it all again, because we've got Sarah for about another 25 minutes or so, so we do want to squeeze in some more techniques or a demo. So let me tell you the whys and wherefores again. If you just want to go for the everyday border nesting dies, you can. So it's the full brand new collection that you're seeing in front of you here, all of these gorgeous dies. If that's the way that you want to go, that's absolutely brilliant. You're going to save 10%. You'll still get your discount. Club Inspire, you're down to £56 or $64. There is also the option as well to pick and choose. So if you can't stretch to that today, realise a lot of you spent a lot of money over the last few days, but if you just want to pick and choose, you can. The majority of people, though, as is always the case, are going for the Showstopper. Now, the Showstopper is incredible because for an extra £8, I think $8 as well if you are Platinum, not only will you get all of the brand new dies, but We're going to give you a load of craft room essentials in here as well, which you're going to use alongside the dies. So, I mean, you can never have too much of our all-purpose glue. We're popping you in a bottle of that. You can never have too many of our fantastic glue pens. Again, we're popping in 2 of those for you, 144 feet of our glue tape. And also, I think probably the best bit of this showstopper deal is the fact that we have got the hold and release sheets as well. Back in stock. These are going to be super useful. I know I've seen a few people saying, oh, what are the hold and release sheets for? How do I use those? We can definitely look at that and tackle that for you. If not in this show, we can certainly have a look at it for you in launch later on. If you want more of those, by the way, they are now on the website as a separate item that you can get on a 3 for 2. So that's the reason, just for another £8 or $8 platinum, people are going for the showstopper because they're going, well, I'm going to use all this stuff. I need this stuff. It's sort of core craft room essentials. £64, $72, and then they're going, ha, bought the showstopper, so I can get that card bundle for half price as well. Please, please, please do make sure that you pop that into your basket. For £40 or $56, it's a fantastic price. But for £20 or $28, you'll get all of this with the showstopper. You have to do it in one transaction, though. You can't buy the showstopper and then come back later on and buy the cardstock on its own, because you'll get charged full price. So pop it in all together. You're going to get all of your Centura Pearl in the mink. You're getting 10 sheets of that. We're then going to give you your double-sided ivory, 40 sheets. You're going to get another 40 sheets of our trends, 8 different colours, 5 sheets of each. And then you're also going to get 50 sheets of that Snow White hint of gold included in there too. £20, $28 when you go for the showstopper today. And don't forget, you'll also be furnished with a few of those free gifts as well. Plus, you'll get double points. I mean, wow, really? What are we doing? Day 5, and we are still smashing out these unbelievable deals. Right. Sara has got, I believe, the concept suite to show you some more things you can do with these dies.
Well, actually, what I'm going to do, Ben, is a lot of people, we've had a few hundred people new join us since the start of the show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and show you the concept of how the dies work and then how you could use them on a load of different cards, okay? So I'm going to go back to these boards because I just think, let me get one die out. Let me get them, right. So, with each die set, and we'll do this on the overhead camera, right? You've got the outside die, and then we've got the inner die like this, right? You've got 2 of the nesting dies, Ben, so that you can use the outer with the small nesting die, this with the small nesting die, use them individually. So let me just show you what exactly I'm talking about here, right? So here is if we go with the outer one, right? So you can see this would be the outer die, just used on its own, with then the inner die as a cut-in, all right? So that is using the outer die with an inner die cut-in gives you this, right? The outer die leaving off that inner one gives you the solid interior base bed. Very different look, right? This is it if you use the next size one. So you've got 2 different size ones here, right? Or this is where we use the outer and the inner together. Right, so you use the 2 of them together, and you're going to get the double cut like that with the different. I think that looks really spectacular.
Absolutely, yeah.
Those are the different ways to use the outer die, right? You've even got the waist looks good, right? Then you've got the inner die. Now again, you can use that inner die. Large piece of card, just cut into it. It works like a creator card die, cuts in the inside. Yeah. Or you can do it with a small border, using the small or the medium size ones of these. These are really useful for you to just cut out your different sizes like this. But then, Ben, if you are going for either the showstopper or the complete collection, you then get all of them. You can mix and match. So you can use the outer butterfly and cut in the interior swirls. Outer butterfly, cut in the interior foliage. You've got all of the different styles, cutting in the different interiors each time you go. So it gives you a completely different look. This is a different frame. So you imagine this times 6 different outer dies. So you're actually getting, so there's 6 different looks. There's 36 different frame combination you can use of the outer and the inner ones together. So that is how you're going to use them all. Now, once we've done that, what are the cards we're going to do, right? So let me just show you some of the different ideas, right? Now, this is a take on the one that I've just done. So I love this idea where you've got the little card, comes in, and the frame wraps around the outside.
That is very pretty.
Now, that is a different way of doing it because this is now a K card.
Oh, yes.
Where you've got the K, this K protrudes through the front. And you've got that, there we go. I'm using it upside down. I'm trying to do it back to front upside down. So this is how we do a K card, Ben.
Funny your
and then
face,
you've got
isn't
the
it?
frame around the outside and the inner one just cuts in. I think K cards are absolutely perfect for this, right? Now, this is lovely, how you would do like a lifted easel card. And I'll put that so you're not looking at my dress in the background there. How good does that look with the inner frame? And then using the smaller one as a stopper. Yeah. The one that I took inspiration from for that last card is where you entwine the two of them and they kind of come into the middle like this.
So beautiful, that.
That is really clever. Now, I just love, so this idea, Ben, of using the outer frame, but then doing an outer frame die for you to put your design in. I mean, that, I just think, and I quite like this one because it's quite subtle around the outside. It's like it's a subtle woven design just around the outside. So it's, some of them are quite like the lace is very over the top and fancy. This is just subtle and woven around the outside, okay? Now, shaker cards. They are perfect for all of your shaker cards. So we've got all the shaker cards in there, no problem.
Great.
What about doing them as like little name places?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Isn't that a lovely idea there? I keep putting them the wrong way. There it is. You need to see the, we've got that dark corner, haven't we? Don't we see that? Dark corner with the designs in, right? Right, now. Oh, it's two cards here.
I was going to say, that looks like a complicated card.
This is nice because it's just a dome front. We've got the card popping out from the front.
Yeah.
But this, and I haven't planned to do this show, but I can do this later. Shaped cards.
Oh, just the card shape out
just
of the frame?
Just the card shaped from the frame. Yeah.
Wowee.
I just think that would look absolutely stunning, right? I will do you one of these. These are brilliant. How you've got that dome-fronted card. Well, it's not a dome-fronted, it's like a diorama. A diorama card there. And I think these round the frame. I'm going to do one with the frame next because I think they look brilliant.
That looks brilliant, yeah.
So there's the frame one. Talking about frames, just use the frame on the front of the card.
Oh, yeah.
Just nice and simple. Use simple as it gets, Ben. But having that frame around the outside makes such a difference. They're a good size card for this as well, for the frame. These are all going to work landscape as well as portrait. Love this idea. So I would like doing this card just like this, but then this is actually done as a stand-up easel. Isn't that clever?
It is.
Stand-up easel one on there.
Like you say.
It will go both ways. Now this is nice because what you've got is you've got the top and the bottom. The middle piece of the card is cut away and we're using those to connect the two bits in the middle. And then also, look at this, got these nice 3 cards used on the bottom. Isn't that really nice? So 3 different ways. So that's 3 different ways you do it, but I'm actually going to go straight from here. I've got my demo ready to go, and I'm going to start and do, I think we can fit another card in, Ben, if that's all right for you.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, let's do it. Loads of love coming through, by the way. Sandy saying, watching from Connecticut, can't believe how fast the shipping is. Everyone's talking about the fast shipping, which we love. Linda says, I'm in the US, in Wisconsin. I placed an order on the 10th, received it on the 12th. Keep these messages coming because we love to be able to feed back the positive vibes to our team who are working so hard behind the scene. Yes, watching all day, says Amani. I would love to see these border dies in a shaker. I struggle with shakers. My shakers always end up empty after a few shakes, says Amani. Well, we'll do that later, shall we?
I will absolutely take that and we'll do that in the full launch day show.
Okay,
Shaker
note that down.
Make
Shaker cards, please. I get confused with nesting dice, says Bridget, so I'd like to see all the ways to cut with them. Well, we can definitely keep doing that for you as well, Bridget. Make sure you come back at 2. Donna says, is that Ben's party shirt? It's just my sort of trying to get in the 70s disco vibe shirt. Listen, let's talk about as well the free gifts we've got for you today. Free gifts every day, don't forget, during birthday, and all you got to do is shop with us. If you're spending £10 or $10, today's free gift is that beautiful fancy frame. You've got the frame with the stamps in there as well. It's called Climbing Vines. So you're going to get that frame with your metal die and then all of the stamps to be able to create your own little sentiments with. It's a 6x4 size that. You've also got the pens, of course, as well. Those pens, different colours each and every day. When you spend 50, you will get the £10 plus the 50, which is the light pink pen today, the light pink crystal pen. And then, of course, as you can see on the web there as well, you're going to get your jute tote bag when you spend 100, plus the 2 other gifts as well. So your 10, your 50 and your 100, which is incredible. Over 10% of the showstopper has gone. We're 40 minutes into the preview. You can imagine how busy we are going to be getting as more people wake up, more people see this deal, and more people rewatch the show as well, because we're 24/7, don't forget, so people will be seeing this preview before we do the actual launch at 3 o'clock this afternoon. So get shopping. 10% of the showstopper already gone and climbing. We're going to do another quick demo with Sara because we've only got you for about another 15 minutes, Sara.
Oh yes, then I have to move aside and let Becky come in because she's got a preview of her show. It's a busy day. It's busy every day on Wake Up Call now at the moment because we've got 2 big shows to preview. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. I love this design with the florals. I shouldn't have favourites, Ben, but I think this is my favourite of all the ones on here, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to show you, I'm going to do one of them, cutting it out on its own. So for those of you that weren't here when I showed you it before, right, we're going to start with the base cutting plate, your magnetic and your frosted. So we'll go base, frosted, magnetic on the top, and then that holds your die in place so that when we put our cardstock on, it's not going to move. Now, where have I put me double-sided, me sticky tape? There it is, this'll do. I mean, I usually get so many of these out in the shop. And this is why we do a pack of 3, guys, you know, because if you're anything like me, you'll have them all over the joint, right? So, little bit of tape down.
Yeah.
Top piece goes on. Because I haven't used any of the other dies in the middle, what happens is it's going to cut me that outer frame but leave me a big panel.
Yeah.
So this is the one that I said I would do if I was doing like inserts. In fact, every card I'm going to do now, I'm totally having an insert for it because I think it looks so much more professional, right? So you'll see here, when I lift this off, oh, there it is, coming straight through. So that gives me the panel on the outside with the bit on the inside ready to go, right? So that's one. I'll just pop all those little bits out, right? I'm going to pop that on the black card so that you can see it. Now, the next option is, so I'll take this off just to give these a tap out. Next option is we use that, and now I'll put the inner frame on the inside as well. And then what will happen with this is it's going to cut me the two together. Now, I'm always using that, I'm using the magnetic sheet to hold them.
Yeah.
So the cardstock comes down on here, Ben. Use that magnetic sheet to hold them in place. Pop your top plate on in there. Now, the more dies you add in, the more intricate you're making the cut, right? Which means you might want to, the first time through is going to cut no problem, you might want to send it through and do your embossing with it. So that's a really good tip. Just keep in mind, when I just used one, it's cut and embossed it pretty much at the same time. When I've done 2, I'm asking it to do way more cutting. Actually, it's giving me quite an intricate design there. I think it should be okay. So I can take this, give it a little bit of a tap out. Yeah, most of those bits have come out. Just needs a couple of those little bits out. This is where they're really, really intricate, Ben, and it just pays to take the time. That is looking really, really good. Just very professional, I think, as well.
Absolutely.
Right?
And just to say, obviously you're using the Gemini 2, but a few people are asking about sizes of these. You'll be able to pop these through. These will go through the Junior, won't they, in the MIDI? Go
through the Junior, they'll go through your MIDI, absolutely no problem at all. Yeah. They're a little bit too big to go through your Mini.
Some of the smaller bits will, though, would they?
The smaller interior one will. So if you're doing some quick cutting bits, and if you're using your Mini not as your primary die cutting machine, if you're using it as like a supporting machine, then absolutely you can do it there. Look at that. How good, totally different look, don't they? Absolutely. Totally different look. Now, right, now let's go another way. Let's get another sheet of card out of you, Ben. I've got even more to show you, right? So let's have a little look. I'm going to trim this in half. I'm just going for that, you know how we just said we might want to do, like learn different ways to use it. This is me trying to just show you a load of different ways to use them. And then I promise I'll do my card as well, right? I'm just going to cut a load of pieces of card down. Notice I'm doing it with me trimmer now instead of trying to do it by eye. So there's 2 different ways you can do it. This time, I'm going to go with the outer. I'm also going to pop that inner one back in there as well, Ben. But at the same time, I'm going to pop these 2 dies. I'm going to use all 4 dies that are in the set, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 dies, all in the set. Got all 4 of them perfectly lined up in the centre. Yep. Going to go on with that top piece. Wait till you see, we get a totally different cut out of this one, right? Completely different again. So, there we go. Is this working for people, Ben, in the comments? Is it all right, me doing this? Absolutely. Because I feel like I've gone off piste a little bit.
No, everyone's loving it. Loads of people just wanting to see all of the different ways you can use them. Lots of people wanting to see the versatilities. This is versatility with these as well. Yes, lots of positivity. These dies are very functional, says C. Newkirk. I really do love the dies, says Amani. And Tracy says, morning, all crafty friends. I've received my Mermaid Dreams collection. Guess who's playing this afternoon? Keep the comments coming through there. If you do want to see anything different in the launch show, get the comments in now. And then, I can speak to Sara in between shows. We'll definitely do a shaker card. We'll definitely do some more techniques. We've got a few people wanting to see the hold and release sheets in action as well. So I guess we can do that later.
We can do that. Not a problem. I can get that ready.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it through and emboss it this time.
Okay.
And I wanted you to see we've had. Did you notice I had 2 different cuts there? So I'm getting 2 different elements out of this one. This is actually the bit that I need for my demo. These are just nice little bonus pieces that I like to do as well. Right. So when I get to that stage, if you're doing this tap thing like I'm doing, I'm tapping it on the back of the die, you will notice, right? So there's the outer frame on its own. I've left the die. I forgot to pick the die up there. Right, there is my inner on its own. Now there, immediately, I've taken a couple of minutes, Ben.
Yeah.
But I've done, what, 4 or 5 different ways of using these? 3 different cuts, 4 completely different ways of doing it. And you've got all these different elements. So you just imagine how many possibilities. They are way, way more versatile and flexible than regular nesting dies. They're giving you all these extra kind of finishing pieces. So here we go, 1, 2, there's an outer one, there's an inner one. Very, very different looks, all with exactly the same die set.
Brilliant.
All right?
Absolutely.
And that one there is with the florals. Now, this is the one I'll use with the hold and release sheets later when I do it, because I'll show you how you can do a little bit of paper piecing with these. It'd be wonderful to do that with it. All right, so we'll do that later on in the afternoon show.
What card have you been using there, Beverly wants to know?
Always just our white all-purpose card. It's brilliant. And the same with our standard black card. We just use it for everything. All right? Now, here we go. I'm going to do a nice dome-fronted card, Ben. So what I've done is I've just done myself, what size is this card? 5x7. Yep, nice 5x7. And then I've got a nice piece of card to go on the front, nice floral piece of card. And I've mounted this onto another piece of card. So this is just from your My Special Papers box.
Yep.
And then it's mounted onto another piece of card. Now, for the front panel, this is 5x7. In fact, I'm going to do it from scratch, guys, so you can see exactly how it works, right? You're going to get another sheet of card. And instead of doing your 5x7, we're still going to go 7 inches tall, right? So I'm going to go 7 inches tall. But this time, instead of going 5, I'm going to go 6 inches wide, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to get our scoring tool and we're going to score an inch, half an inch down one side and half an inch down the other side, right? Okay. No, we're not, Ben. That's not what I meant to do at all. Yep, no, because I want a dome on it. That's not going to give us a dome. Let's go again, Sarah.
Cracking on there. Here we go.
Cracking on with this, right? So we're still going 7 inches wide. Because the base of my card is 5 inches, I want an extra half an inch for the dome.
Yep.
So I'm going to allow 5.5, and then I want an extra half an inch on all the sides. So if I'm going 5 inches, we're going to allow an extra half, so 5.5. Half on each side, so 6.5.
Do you know what, as well, whilst you're doing that, so many people I've seen, it was about the third or fourth comment of people going, oh, I was just going to pick a few of these nesting dies, now I've got the whole collection, and Robbie's the same, says, these nesting dies are amazing, I was only going to get a couple, but I've changed my mind now and decided to get the showstopper. There's more combinations, there's more versatility, the more you get, obviously, and why wouldn't you get the showstopper? Because you get all of those extra goodies for £8, $8, and then you can pick up that cardstock half price as well.
So can you see, Ben, what happened is, there's my base card that's 5x7. This one is wider and I've got 2 little pieces at the edge, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take one of these outer frames, you're going to take this one here, and we're just going to die cut a panel in the centre. Okay. Right? Now what I've actually done, because I'm conscious that we're moving in on the time that I've got here, there is the one I've done. So here is my 2 scored lines at the centre, and you can see I've used that frame to cut the frame on the inside, right? So that cuts me the frame exactly the right size. And then you're going to do exactly the same with your next layer of cardstock to go on there.
Gotcha.
Yep. Now, if you're doing a matting layer like this, guys, if you're doing it at home, do you know what you're going to use? You're going to use your Collal all-purpose, right? And you're going to leave it to dry. Okay. Now, I'm not, because I'm making mine live on TV, so I'm using the tape pen, right? You are going to take your time at home because you're not going to be live on TV like I am. No. And you're going to put your all-purpose, but then you must leave your mats and layers to dry, okay? What else you must not do, actually, Ben, with this one is, oh, I'm going to need to get this perfect because I've stuck it nowhere there. So you're going to use your all-purpose glue. What I don't want you to do, what do I not want you to do? Do you know, I'm trying so hard to talk and craft and talk and craft. Sometimes I just need to take and do one.
There's definitely something else you don't want us to do, though.
You're going to use your all-purpose to stick it down. You're going to wait for it to dry, right? You're not going to use your tape pen. No. What you are going to do is you're going to use red liner tape pen to stick this around the outside. Yes. So Where's my base card gone? There's my base card. Where's my bit of cardstock on top of my base card?
Order 29, you can get these nesting dies on their own, yes, without the showstopper. We can flash up the details for you for that. You can get these individually as well if you don't want to go. If you want to just pick and choose, you can do that. And Becky Weaver says, Sara, it is all your fault. Showstopper, bonus, extra hold and release sheets. I intended only to get the leaf set.
Okay, so let me say something to you, right? In fact, I'm going to talk straight to you then when you're thinking about this, right? So, there are some things you buy because they're pretty, right? And then you can chastise yourself and say, did I really need all 6 of those because they're pretty, right? When you buy something that's functional, like a nesting die set, how many of your nesting die sets are you using today that you've had for 10 years?
Yeah.
'Cause I can tell you, I've had nesting die sets for 10 years that I still use today.
Yes.
This is one of those. You're not buying it because it's pretty. It's such a functional cornerstone of your crafting. You're going to use it every single time you come and craft. So I absolutely want you to just hold on to that when you're going for this. This is one of those really useful things that you're getting, right? Now, I'm doing double-sided tape because I'm not using my red liner tape and I'm going for the speedy option, Ben.
Yes.
I'm doing the next best thing, which is to stick tape to tape.
Tape to tape, yeah.
So what I've done is I've got that base piece in there. I'm going to fold this over so that I'm now positioning that in here and I'm sticking down the tape onto the tape. So that'll stick really, really well, all right? Then I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to stick this down and we're going to stick that tape onto tape. Now I've got that lovely dome fronted card, right? Now that is ready for me to pop around.
Ah, yes.
Bit plain and boring. Oh, yes, right? That is the response that you want from people, right? It's just given another dimension onto that completely. Now, I've got a pokey tool somewhere under here. I'm going to get me deluxe pokey tool out ready for the next show, Ben.
Oh, I would. Why not?
And anybody who didn't see it last night, we'll get it out and we'll show you. I'm sure there'll have been a lot of chat in the comments about it.
Oh, absolutely. And then we've still got a few of those left, I think, haven't we? I think.
Right.
So do check the web for those. It's in the Essentials Toolkit.
Right, so I'm just coming all the way around the outside. Looking amazing. So we'll get that Essentials Toolkit on the, we'll get it on the show for this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely, right? So that is going to come, and I'm just positioning it around here. Now that, to me, Ben, as a card, is ready to go for any occasion now.
Absolutely, blooming right it is.
I mean, look at that. It just really gives that wonderful finish bit. And I'm using that dotty tape pen just to get that brilliant all over stick anywhere where we need to go, right? Then you've got the inside bit. Come and use these extra pieces, right? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use that inside piece on there. I'm going to, again, pop a little few extra pieces out. That is going to go into there. It just draws my eye into the centre. So you can do the same again, dotty tape pen it up to the hilt, and then it's good to go. Yeah, that's the right one. All the way around the outside. That's going to go into the centre. Now, if you're a little bit like me, Ben, you might just be making these cards for the enjoyment of making them as opposed to having an occasion in mind. Because what you can do is, you can get this ready. I'm just going to use my tape pen.
Oh, and then put the sentiment on after?
And then you could just pop the sentiment on after. Now, bear in mind, there you go. I'm just looking at this. The camera is coming into a slight angle. So as I was trying to do it based on what the camera was showing, I'll just lift it up and get in there nicely. Right, so that's looking good there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can add that. Now all I've got is nice little decoupage piece I'm going to add round the bottom.
Love it.
It's ready to go. You can add on your "With love from me to you" if you want on the front there.
Amazing.
And then maybe it's a nice little ribbon.
Oh, that is fantastic.
And the card's finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got one here where I've stuck all those bits on. And you can see it there, because I'm very conscious that I've only got a few minutes and you're getting Becky in soon. But look at that. How easy was that to put? That frame around the outside, Ben, is incredible. And I'm just going to quickly remind you, while I have only got a couple of minutes, right? You've got, that is your one with the florals. So your florals is this design here, right? You've got 6 of them. So you've got your florals. You've got the one with the butterflies, right? This is the one that I think you guys are going to go bananas for. This is what we're talking about here. Nice coloured, and really, I would say generic is the best word I could describe to you. Is that really generic, lovely background pieces, right? Then you've got the one, now this would lend itself really, really well to shaker cards.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to be showing you how to do a shaker card as promised in the next show.
Yep.
get the die so that you can just sit and enjoy the demo with them, right? So there is the shaker card there. Then we've got the next one here, which is all of your leaves.
Yeah.
That is the one that I did that first demo with. There is your leaves there. You've got the one that I think is the really versatile, that's kind of like your, just like the vines around the background there. This is the one, I've got a lovely demo for this a little bit later, and it's just such a professional, I love this on the inside. I've used that for the insert of loads of my cards. Yeah. And then probably the most generic of all of them is this one here, is that lovely swirls, and it's just going to make, this is great for like wedding cards, it'd be lovely for anniversary cards. I mean, it's done there in the red, brilliant for you with love, sending love there, Valentine's Day, loads of options with that one.
Love it, absolutely brilliant. We are 20% of the showstopper now gone. More people are going to be checking out as well over the course of this short little break, which we're going to bring to you. Massive thank you to Sara. Sara, we will see you back here in the launch show at 3 o'clock this afternoon. So do make sure, as Sara said, get yourself all of the goodies. Get yourself the showstopper. 20% of that now gone. So many of you as well just going for the individuals, which you can if you want to do that. Lots of you as well just going for the bundle on its own, however you want to do it. But don't forget, if you go for the showstopper, you're going to be getting all of those added extras in there as well. The hold and release sheets, we'll look at those as well in the launch show for you a little bit later on. Also getting the glue and those 2 tape pens included in there. Plus you open up your bonus buy as well, where you can get all of that card stock for half price too. Listen, we're going to take a short break. We have got not only a launch day today, but the biggest ever Softcraft cart load, that's not easy to say, that we have ever done, with possibly one of the biggest and best value showstoppers we have ever done. You will want to stay with us, because the other side of this break we will be previewing everything which is coming up on that show. Oh my goodness me, a showstopper to beat all showstoppers coming your way in about 3 minutes time. Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to help you add those crafty goodies to your basket and check out. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. First, head on over to the Crafters Companion homepage. Select the correct geographical location at the top of the page. Next, log into your My Crafters account. Explore the site and products using the navigation bar at the top of the screen. When you find the product you want, add to your basket by clicking the Add to Basket button. You'll then have the option to view your basket or continue shopping. If you want to check out, click View Your Basket. Here you can see the list of items you've added along with the order summary on the right-hand side of the screen. This is also where you'll see your loyalty discount. And just remember, the price you're seeing at this stage is excluding any delivery charges. This will also be your opportunity to add any discount codes you may have. Simply type in the code, hit apply, and if your code is valid, you should see the correct amount of discount deducted from your order total. Once you're happy to go ahead with your order, click the Proceed to Checkout button in the summary box on the right-hand side of your screen. If you want to use ShopPay, PayPal or Google Pay, you can select the relevant option under Express Checkout and you'll be given instructions on how to check out. If you have a gift card, you can enter the code on the right-hand side of the screen and press Apply. You should see the correct amount of discount deducted from your total. If you'd like to pay by card, the details linked to your account should appear in the relevant fields. If these aren't showing, you'll need to fill out the correct details. When you've entered your payment information, click the Continue to Shipping button at the bottom of the screen. Select your preferred shipping option, click Continue to Payment. Here, you can enter your card details or select ShopPay, PayPal or ClearPay. Next, make sure the correct billing address is entered under the Billing Address section, or if this is the same as your shipping address, then you'll have the option to select it. Click Pay Now, and that's it. You'll be taken to a thank you page with an order number, and you'll also receive a confirmation email with the details of your crafty purchase, which will be on its way to you very soon.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Oh, hello everybody. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us for the second hour of our Wake Up Call extravaganza. It's Friday morning. I have to keep reminding myself just a little bit here because the days are just flying by in our birthday event. Day 5 of our, well, it's 14-day extravaganza, and to tell you what, it just keeps getting better and better and better. I know lots of you already have picked up the brand new launch that we've got for you today, which we will talk more about a little bit later. But as well as the launch show today, we have got a big cartload show coming up for you. And if you're thinking, hang on a minute, it's Friday, cartload on Friday. Yeah. Not any old cartload. It is a very special Softcraft cartload coming your way. The biggest one ever, with what I think is the biggest ever showstopper we've done, and certainly value for money wise, a deal which you will want to snap up like there's no tomorrow. Plus, across that show, some of the best ever deals that we've done when it comes to the Softcraft goodies that we've got here at Crafters Companion. So what I would say is, have a good look over the course of this hour with us as to a few of the items that we're going to bring, but then make sure you're back tonight at 6 o'clock UK time with Becky and Debbie to see all of those deals. And if you know anybody who's into their soft crafts, who perhaps doesn't normally watch us here on Crafters TV, give them the heads up, let them know where they can watch us, because there are so many great deals tonight. I want all the soft crafters possible to be watching and tuning in and grabbing them, because I've got a feeling a lot of them will be disappearing. As I said, it's not me later on, it is the lovely Debbie and the one and only best soft crafter I know, one of the sparkliest personalities. It is the one and only, I mean, looking super sparkly today. If you thought Sara was sparkly, she sparkles her out of the sparkle sphere. It is Becky Sworn.
Yay!
Look at that.
Do you know what? I got the memo about sparkles. God, I
Yeah.
feel a bit dizzy. And I just thought, well, actually, I'm just going to wear sparkles all weekend. So that's all I brought with me, just sparkles.
Is that like a normal jacket that is in your wardrobe year round?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 When do you wear that? When you're sort of nipping down Aldi?
All time. All times. Yeah. Supermarket shop,
Yeah.
walking the dog.
Yeah.
You know, what are you going to be wearing when you go and walking the dog? Your tracky bottoms, your trainers, and a sparkly jacket. Who would not want to wear a sparkly jacket? Let's be honest.
I mean,
it's one of those things you always wanted to wear, isn't it?
You're absolutely rocking it. And before we get into it, by the way, you must be absolutely super duper excited about this big cartload show tonight, because it is going to be epic. And I mean, we're not going to be able to show you everything now, but
No.
we're going to try and bring you the big hitters. But it's probably like the biggest ever sort of Softcraft show we've done, I think, isn't it, tonight?
I think so. I mean, there are so many things on this. I mean, when we print out the sort of list of all our products, and it prints and it prints and it prints and it prints and it prints, and I'm thinking, my goodness, it's never going to stop. And I'm glad I brought my car up today, because I've had to put everything in my car, because that's just how it was. Yeah, I had to load up my car with all the samples.
It's going to be a big one, I tell you what. And we're going to get started with, as I've said, I think one of the biggest showstoppers that we have ever done, a mega bundle. Now, you'll have to concentrate here. I'll be concentrating as well, because we've got two options for you. There's the US version, which you're going to see first with Becky. And then, once we've looked through everything that you're going to get in that collection, we are then going to show you what you're going to get in the UK version, because it is slightly different. As far as the deals are concerned, the US version that we've got here, it is over, you can see, over 1,000, I can't believe I'm saying this, over £1,000 worth of value. That is 1,000 pounds worth of value.
It doesn't make any sense, does it?
That is a over £600 saving if you platinum.
I kept re-looking at it. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's when you've got one of those things where you say, I'm saving more than I'm spending, you know, people often say, oh, that's a load of rubbish. But no, it totally is this time. My goodness.
And I noticed as well that you've pulled out the Gemini 2 here, so this is in the bundle, right?
Yeah, I pulled it out. I had to restrain it. It's a heavy machine. Yeah, this is in the bungle.
Bungle?
Oh, George, is
I said the bungle. Yep.
This is in the bundle. So obviously this is the thing that everyone's been waiting for. Everyone wanted the Gemini 2. So I just think about it as whether you want to keep the items yourself or whether you're going to gift them away, because actually you may have already got your Gemini 2, but you want to give one as a gift. So this is in the bundle. So this is this one, first of all. So you've got all the covers. You know how it works. You know what an amazing machine it is. And then you're going to get my favourite thing in the world, the builder block.
Yes.
So this is the original builder block. It's got all of your shapes in here. It's got your squares, your half square triangles, your quarter square triangles. Now this is what I call my hero tool. This is the product that I think is absolutely the best. If you want to start making any kind of patchwork, any kind of quilting, this is the thing. To show you an example, these are just some of the designs you can make with this.
Yeah.
This is going to revolutionise the way you quilt, because you're going to be able to use your Gemini machine. You're going to be able to cut through those multiple layers of fabric. It's going to allow you to create really accurate pieces of fabric in order to put them together. It's going to take no time at all for you to create absolutely incredible designs. So you're going to get that. Yeah, I can't remember how much this is, and it's $79.99, something like that. In itself.
$69.99. Yeah, but it's $79.99, isn't it, for the main one?
Yeah,
it is. You're right.
On its own.
Yeah.
So this is like my favourite thing. If I could choose anything in the world, well, out of the Crafter's Companion universe, it'd be these two things.
Yeah.
Because I think this is what you can really get so much done with.
And already, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Value-wise, especially if you're platinum, that's it. It's like everything else you're about to show us you're getting for free.
Absolutely. Yeah. Incredible. So put those to one side over here, over there. No, I don't want to put them outside because I don't want you to realise that, I want you to realise what you're going to be getting. You're also going to be getting one of these builder blocks. So this is your alphabets and numbers. Now this creates beautiful designs for your quilts with squares, half square triangles, quarter square triangles, and rectangles in here to create all those different sizes, up to from 6 inches to 12 inches, all these different letters. But not only does it have the letters and numbers, it has things like ampersands, hashtags, things like that, but also other shapes like flowers, hearts, all sorts of other different things in this builder block. How much was this one again?
$89.99, I think.
$89.99. I mean, it just keeps on going on, and we're nowhere near finished.
No, if you're thinking, oh, that's a great deal, we're here for about another 10 minutes looking through all the stuff.
So there's that one. Next one. This is your drunkard's path.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is one of the ones. So I always think with a Gemini, with the builder blocks, doing anything with a curve is absolutely a game changer by having them cut out with the multimedia dies, because it's so difficult to get an accurate curve. You need an accurate curve to be cut out in order for you to create these different designs. So these on the back show you the different kinds of designs that you can make with this. Basically, you're going to get these shapes. You've got these sort of like a right-angled sort of section with that sort of curve taken out of it. But being able to make all these different designs, again, multimedia dies, being able to cut through multiple layers of fabric, this is going to make making a design like this really, really easy. Again, you're talking of 70-odd quid for one of these. Again, so that's one thing.
I mean, that is a great deal.
Yeah, great deal. Great deal.
Oh, there's more.
There's more. Oh no, there's more. Oh no, don't stop. Don't stop. No, I've got loads here. It's going to keep on going. Next thing we've got these weren't launched very long ago. These are our multimedia dies to create the cube crossover bag. You can see here in some beautiful velvet. You're going to get the die in here, which is going to run through your Gemini. It's going to allow you to create this different design. We've got loads of, I've demoed this on shows. We've got videos for you to see on this. You're also going to get this raindrop wristlet, which is absolutely beautiful. Again, very easy to make. You're going to be getting the dies to create with this. So obviously we've got your new Gemini machine. You'll be able to cut these through with all of your interfacing with all your wadding to create a really, really beautiful design. So you're going to get those too as well.
Fantastic bundle, great.
No, stop.
Oh.
Don't. I'm not finished yet.
Oh.
I've got more. We've got one of our...
I'm not going to get bored of doing this either, because I know how many artists she's got, but I'm going to keep doing it.
It just keeps going on.
Yeah.
What we need is like a big display here, because to make sure you can see exactly what you're going to be getting.
I should be building the display as you're going, shouldn't I?
You should be, yeah. And maybe a tower. See how high we can get the tower.
See if we get a ladder in here, please.
Yeah, I think we would. Actually, we'd need that great big ladder that's just in the corner to get that, which takes us to about 10 foot high. Karen Lewis was one of our guest designers who did one of our builder blocks here. So this is your geometric arrows. In here, you're going to be getting the dies in here to cut, again, through all the multiple layers of fabric. You'll also be getting the instructions to make 3 different projects. So you get the cushion, the apron, and you also get the quilt in here as well. Again, fantastic value.
Ah, it's a brilliant bundle.
No. It's still not done. You're going to be getting these dies here. Oh no, it's not like a pantomime.
Oh yes, it is.
This is your apple cores. Again, like I said before, obviously when you're cutting things like squares or something that's got a straight line, you can use your rotary cutter. It makes it quite easy, but it's much, much quicker, much simpler, much more accurate if you're using the Gemini. But when you come to curves, look at all those different curves. Every single one of those shapes, a size has a different curve in it. Being able to run them through the Gemini, cutting through 6, 8 layers of fabric in one go, means you can create a design like this intricate kind of quilt, no time at all. To cut all those pieces out, probably going to take you less than 2-3 minutes to cut all of those and start putting them together.
I mean, what a great...
No! Got more. And there's more. Then you've got the clamshells.
Right, Jimmy Cricket.
You've got the clamshells here, again working the same way. Now, one of my absolute favourite designs of a quilt is one where it's got little teddy bears poking up through, almost look like coming up through hills.
Yeah.
You can make that with this design here. Makes it really easy. If you Google sort of like pan to clamshell quilts, you'll be able to see all the designs in there. So you're going to get these multiple different sizes of these dies to cut through multiple layers of fabric. Again, running those through your Gemini.
I mean, that's a great...
I didn't need to say anything that time, did I? You'll also be getting the elongated hexagons.
Wowee.
Again, they make a really beautiful design. Look at that. That looks lovely. No time at all to cut these out. All those different sizes, multimedia dies, again, running those through the Geminis.
What a fantastic...
I'm still not done, Ben. I'm still not done. It just keeps on going. We've got the nesting dies, we've got circle nesting dies, we've got heart-shaped nesting dies. Now, whilst we're going to be talking about these in the way for a Softcraft design, absolutely you'd be using any of these multimedia dies in your paper craft as well. Creating, I mean, let's be honest, you're always going to need circle apertures. Actually, making things with a heart-shaped aperture is absolutely a great thing to do as well. You get multiple different dies in here that'll cut through multiple different layers of fabric, or they'll cut through card, they'll cut through mount board as well.
Done?
No.
Gee whiz.
Still got more. I love these. These are great, aren't they? These are our Hawaiian applique dies. So the way you make these, it looks quite, you don't quite know how to make this. It's not a duck. It's not a duck.
Who said it's a duck?
That was Dean in the gallery saying you look like a duck. This is your pineapple design. Now what you will do is you'll get your fabric and you'll fold it into a quarter, and then you'll put the quarter, the folds of the fabric over here like this, and then you run it through your Gemini. It will cut through all those multiple layers of fabric, and you will get a design that looks like this up here when it opens up, a bit like, those kind of snowflakes you made as a child with paper. That's that kind of thing. Looks super effective, very, very quick and easy for you to create a really beautiful cushion cover or the start of a quilt. Really, really easy for you to do.
Done now.
Nope. You've got a set of dies to create these fabulous flowers. Beautiful designs. These can be cut out of anything. These can be cut out of felt. You can use them out of paper, card, and you can use them for flower forming foam. You've got lots of different dies down here to create different kinds of shapes. You've got step-by-step instructions to make flowers that look like natural kind of flowers, but of course you could make them into supernatural kind of flowers if that's what you wanted to do. Again, multimedia dies will cut through all sorts of different things. Great for cutting through felts. But I think making something like this, perhaps you're going to your wedding, you want to make a corsage in all of the colours that you're wearing, or make a hat. Maybe you're going to Ascot or the races at some point. You can make your own flowers to decorate your hat.
And we're done.
No, we're not. Finally, these are the last two.
Is that for real?
Yes, last two. You've got here some of our multimedia dies. So these are our little animals. These are quite significantly large. They look much bigger than they look here. They're about 2 inches high. You get all these step-by-step instructions in order to create these different animals. And then finally, you have this applique dove or bird. Great for Christmas. I mean, making this as a little thing to hang up at Christmas time. These is a stonkingly amazing deal because you'll be getting all of this. Let me just move it in front of me so you can actually properly see. Yeah, you can't see me anymore.
Gone.
Can't see me anymore. All of this, all of these things form this huge mega bundle. No, maybe you've already got these. Maybe you think, well, I don't need those. Gift them to somebody else. There is too much here. There's just too much here, isn't there? It's crazy.
And the other way to look at this, right? I've just done some quick maths on this. So $499, and we've said it's over $1,000 worth of goodies. But when you consider the Gemini normally $329, it's like you're getting $710 worth of extra for $169. How incredible is that? $710 worth of extra stuff for $169. Now, that's the US version, all right? But we've got a different version in the UK. So the UK version is everything that you've just seen. And again, the deal on this is incredible. Over £1,000 worth of product for under £400 if you're platinum. So you get the G2, you get everything that you've just seen as far as what Becky has just shown you. And then on top of that, you're also going to receive all of this. Another builder block. This one is the double wedding ring. So that is included within the UK collection. We're then also going to give you the 6-in-1 quilting pattern guide, set 1. On top of that, you're going to get set 2. On top of that, you're going to get set 3. Right, that must be it, mustn't it? No, because we're then also going to give you our multi-craft multimedia dies with the little snowman there. So yes, again, you can use these in your in your paper craft if you want. But how cute to make little adornments and decorations for your tree. So you've got the snowman. You're also going to get from that range the Christmas tree. You're also going to get from that range the penguin. You're also going to get from that range the gingerbread man. I feel like I'm playing a joke on you here, but I'm being deadly serious. Also, you're going to get your Builder Banner dies, 31 of those included in the set. Plus, you're going to get some beautiful little applique dies in the form of your bloom builders there. So everything there, plus what Becky just showed you, and the G2 for £399.20 if you're a platinum member. $499, I mean, if you're not within the club, for goodness sake, join up in the club and get the discounts. Double points on that. Even if you're platinum, you're getting nigh on 800 points. If you join the club today, so I'm just thinking out loud here. So say this is the first thing that you ever buy with us. You join the club today, you'll pay this price. You'll get 20% off your first order. So that's the price for you. But then you'll get double points. So rather than starting off at a bronze member, you buy this today, first time purchase, you'll become a gold member straight away.
Wow.
So you'll be automatically saving 15% on everything else after that.
Wow.
Ah, no, right? I mean, that is wacky bonkers. And the other thing to tell you about this UK deal as well, it is, if you take the Gemini 2 out of the equation, it's £775 worth of extras, all of the goodies, for just £269.
Wow.
I mean, whichever way you look at it, that's huge,
it's an incredible deal. And like I say, even if you've already got some of these things already, it doesn't matter because you can give those away, sell them. There's all sorts of things you can do. I mean, the price is just such a good deal.
Sorry. You also get in. Sorry. In the UK version, you get your quilting gloves as well.
Michael Jackson gloves.
Yeah. Right. What you got?
Right, so I thought I'd show you some samples. So to show you, these are the fabulous flower dies. So this is to show you the kind of things that you'll be getting here. I will show you, I'll do some demos on these later on today, but they are really beautiful dies, very easy to use. I use them for felt, but I've used them with organza as well, also with your paper craft as well. So that's one of the kind of samples that you could be making with these. I'm going to have to put things on the floor because there's not enough space. Then you've got here, this is our elongated hexagons. That was the set of multimedia dies that we've just seen. Looks beautiful, looks almost like a kind of cool, kind of hot, honeycomb kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Very, very nice and easy for you to work with. So that's just one of the many things we're going to be showing you. You've also got this one, which is your clamshell. Look at that, that's beautiful. It's almost like, put it that way, I think that looks better that way. It almost looks like it's a dragon scales, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Over there, really, really nice. Or mermaid, if there was like a mermaid launch type thing that was happening.
Mermaid, can't think we've done anything mermaid-y all this week, I don't know.
No, I don't think there was anything.
No.
I don't know. Then we've got this one here. So this is a quilt to show you using, these are your applique animal dyes. Use them as applique, so you could use them like this, cut them out of fabric, stick them onto something. I brought this with me, but it's not actually the animals that you've got in there, but it shows you the idea. You can cut them out of felt and make them into little mobiles as well. And those aren't the animals you're going to be getting, these are the animals you're going to be getting, but to give you an idea of the type of thing you could do with them. But then we've also got this one here. So this is your circles. So these are your multimedia nesting circle dies. We've used these to create a design on a bag. We've also used them to create one of these, which is like a little kind of pumpkin kind of key ring you can make with these nesting dies. Those nesting dies are absolutely key because you'll use them in papercraft, you'll use them in softcraft, and you'll use them again and again. This one using the hearts as an applique. This is also using some of these little squares, these shapes, from the builder block, the main builder block design. So you can see how quickly you could create this. I mean, looking at this, it's quite big, it's quite a significant kind of size. I reckon you could have cut everything out here in less than 10 minutes.
And that is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you think, if you're doing it kind of old school, I mean, you wouldn't even attempt to cut a lot of the, I mean, I wouldn't, a lot of those different shapes, would you?
Especially cutting hearts. That would be really difficult to do, even cutting them with scissors. But being able to get that accuracy that you get by using the Gemini, that is absolutely key. Then we've also got here, we've got a sample of the pineapple.
Oh, cool.
So you can see how, I mean, you basically fold your fabric into quarters, you place it over that die, and then open it all up, and then that's what you get. But I'd be using the waste, the bits that came out of here, I'd be making that as an alternate cushion cover. So again, really quick and easy. You could make a cushion, 2 cushion covers that work perfectly together in less than an afternoon, which I think is what is really quite key. Then we've got this one here. So this is your builder block. These are your letters and your numbers. So this is a large quilt that we're going to show you here. You can see how we've created this. So the 8 with all these different squares. We've got down here, we've got the hashtag. So you can create little hashtags.
Hashtag sparkly, that's you.
Yeah, exactly. Hashtag birthday.
Hashtag birthday.
You can create all of those different designs, different sizes as well. Now we said with the alphabet ones, you're thinking of Roman lettering, but absolutely, if you had some graph paper and perhaps you're Greek and you want to use the Greek alphabet, you can absolutely do that. You just need to work out all those different shapes will work together. Now I picked up a bundle of samples. These are blocks created with the original builder block, and I'm just going to flick through these really quickly so you can see the absolute myriad of different designs that you could be creating using this. I mean, you can see this is a huge amount. I'm flicking through loads of these. All these different designs are designs that you can be making with that original builder block.
Just the original builder block?
Yeah, just the original one. And that's the key thing, because you've got so many different designs on there. If you look online, you look for squares, half square triangles, quarter square triangles, and look for designs, you will find hundreds and hundreds of those in there. Huge amount. I mean, I'm just going through loads of these. I'm not even, that one's built up past that one over there. But you
that was
can
like
see
an egg cup if you turn it the other way up.
Yeah, I think that one's supposed to be like a basket of flowers.
Okay.
You see like that?
Yeah.
But loads and loads of different designs. And I just think if you've never quilted before, this is an absolute key item for you to have. But if you have quilted before and you loved it, but actually time is making it a little bit harder, perhaps you don't have the dexterity that you used to have, but you still want to quilt, the builder block and using the Gemini are absolutely key to allow you to create all of these different designs. And I just think the price that we're giving you is just incredible. Yeah. I mean, I'm annoyed with myself for not waiting a little bit longer to buy my mum's Gemini, because I could have bought her the Gemini and all of this, and she would have had the whole lot.
But that's the other thing to say as well, isn't it? And this sort of story that you told always sticks in my mind, and why I keep saying that, if you're a fan of us and you watch us all the time, but you know people perhaps who maybe don't watch us or don't know about us, but you know that they're into their Softcraft, like give them a nudge our way, because a lot of people might not even know about systems like the Builder Block and the fact that you can use the Builder Block in conjunction with the Gemini 2. Because I think, did you say you went into like a haberdashery and you were chatting about the Builder Blocks and the multimedia dies, and even like experienced sewists who've been in it for years were like, what is this sorcery?
I was in a quilting shop that I go to quite often.
Yeah.
And I had this woman, call her Mavis for want of a better term. She was like, oh, I find it really difficult. I can't use a rotary cutter. And I said, why don't you use a Gemini? And she looked at me as if I was completely mental. and I said, no, there's this machine you get these little sort of metal shapes, and you put them on the fabric and you run it through the machine. And I said, it's just done. And she said, what, you just do one at a time? I was like, no, 6, 8 at a time. She was like, what? And I was like, and they're perfect. And she said, well, what other shapes do you have? And I said, well, they have these. I should be working on commission, shouldn't I? I should have been there with my, I should have just almost done like a spin round, like Wonder Woman, and changed all into purple with my Crafter's Companion hat on, and said, look, this is what you need to do. And they were just amazed, because I think for lots of people, we sometimes, people that craft, sometimes things get too difficult. I mean, maybe you've had surgery, or maybe you've just lost your mojo. Let's be honest, I think the most boring part of any kind of craft is all the like meticulous kind of organising. Even if you're doing a bit of decorating, it's the rubbing down that's really boring.
Yeah.
It's the rubbing down that's really important. And with sewing, with patchwork, it's the cutting out and the measuring which is really important. Now, if we said to you, actually, you don't have to think about that, we're going to give you a machine that's going to run those shapes through there, everything's going to be cut out perfectly for you, you can do the fun bit of putting everything together. And it opens up that whole new world, opens up different kinds of designs that you could be doing that perhaps you wouldn't do before. Maybe you were too frightened to go down the route of doing a curve, because they are really difficult and fiddly to do. And if you don't know how to get a curve working, you don't know how to get it cutting out properly, it won't work. And there's nothing more soul destroying than trying something and it just doesn't work, and you just think, I'm not going to bother with this anymore, it's too difficult. By doing it like this, by using the dies, you will find that everything works perfectly.
Do you know what? That is such a great way to put it. And if you've never even started, because of all of that, this is how you start for an unbelievable price. And I know, it is a considered purchase. What you've got to consider, though, is the saving that you're making. And, I mean, are we ever going to do another bundle like this again? I wouldn't have thought so, because, I mean, look at the saving that you're making. It is ridiculous. $399.20, that is an incredible buy. And like Becky says, if you've already been doing it and maybe you've given up because, I don't know, measuring just isn't your thing, and, being accurate, is difficult, or maybe you have got problems, dexterity problems, which means you can't use like manual tools like a rotary cutter and all these things anymore, this could be the solution to get you back in the game, to get you cutting with precision, to get you saving time, to get you enjoying what you do again, and getting all of that, the fuss and the faff, getting all of that stuff done quickly and easily, and then enjoying the actual creation side of things as well. Just a few comments coming through. Thank you for Even, who says, makes me wish I could sew. Hey, well, listen, I mean, maybe pick the bundle up, check in and watch Becky's Facebook Lives that she does, because you're doing quite a few of those now, aren't you? Helping people get their sewing mojo back. I'm
trying to, yeah. I mean, if you want to laugh, watch the one from 2 weeks ago when the spider jumped out at me.
No, it did not.
It did. It jumped out my sewing machine. No.
I wondered how long it was going to take for that spider to jump out of the sewing machine that I put there. Nice one, Sammy Spider.
And I was really proud of myself because I did not say any rude words.
What did you say? Oh, bother.
Oh, dearie me, there's a big spider. And a couple of comments were, it wasn't that big. It was big enough when it was there, to be honest. And it was all a bit, and I still don't know what happened to it. So that was a bit scary. But yeah, I'm trying to do them every week. I didn't do one this week, so as you can probably tell, I've got a bit of a cold. And I know I was coughing at that time, and I think it would have been horrendous for everyone hearing. But yeah, I'm trying to do them every week. And we're going to be doing one next week. We're going to be starting on foundation paper piecing.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, do keep, and if there's anything that anyone asks about, that they don't know what to do. In fact, I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but someone said there was a product, there was a Dresden cutter, how do I use it? And I went, actually, I'm going to be showing that on a show, and that's what we did. We took the opportunity to show you on the show, so that's always a good thing to do. I mean, to give you an idea of the type of thing you could also make, these are these are a part of the bundle. These are the raindrop wristlet and the cube. The cube. I can't say that with my...
The cube.
I can't do it. My voice is too...
4 lives remaining.
Yeah, there used to be a good show. It's not on anymore.
No,
Didn't you present it?
No, I didn't present that one. Not me. That wasn't me. No. Oh, I do tipping point.
It's quite frightening, actually, when sometimes I was watching him and I was like, is it Ben? Yeah, it is Ben. Is it our Ben? Of course it's our Ben. Right.
I wish it was me. I mean, obviously, you know, if I was doing that, I'd still be here. I'd combine the two, but, you know, tipping point.
Well, we said what we want to do is, what do we want to do? Family Fortunes.
Oh, Family Fortunes, yeah.
We thought we'd quite like to do that. Are you just going to do the noises?
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to work.
Yes, I'll just sit behind this. You can host it, and I'll just sit doing like the stuff on the board, and I'll make my own noises up. Yeah.
I don't think we should have it should just be a giggle when they give a really stupid question. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like Nelson Simpsons, yeah, that's exactly right. So I wanted to show you a couple of samples of these bags. So these aren't, on the samples that we've got on the packaging, we showed them using some of that beautiful velvet that we do have available on the website. But I wanted to show you what they look like made out of other fabric, because these are just made out of some cotton fabric to show you the type of thing that you can make. Now, if you've never made bags before, using the Gemini will make it really, really easy. I'll hold my hands up. I didn't make bags. Not before I came here, because I thought they were a bit fiddly. But actually, using the Gemini dies, I realised they're not fiddly. They're really easy to do. Then you've got a wristlet. This is the wristlet, raindrop wristlet, with that little zip down here. Again, really, really versatile. You're going to be getting the dies to create these as well. And then finally, I just wanted to show you a couple of samples related to the UK only ones. So these were the festive treat dies that you saw. You have those in different designs. So I've just got a little advent calendar that we've made out of these. So we cut them out of some felt using the pink penguin, the gingerbread man, the snowman down here, and also this Christmas tree. But the way that they've been created is to make them like this as like a little decoration. You have a little piece to cut out their tummy and put a piece of vinyl in there, and then you cover up the back of them, and then you can pop a little treat in here, pop a little chocolate, maybe a £1 coin, and hang them on the Christmas tree. So this is what they've been designed to do, but they are really, really versatile. He's lost a little cheek. I'm going to take that one off because he looks a little bit weird, only having one cheek, one rosy
I saw
cheek.
a gingerbread man the other day, only with one leg.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called Limp Biscuit. Limp Biscuit, that's a bastards. Sorry.
That was one of the worst dad jokes I've ever heard you do. Awful. You can see that's another one. So I just wanted to show you those type of things that you can be getting with that. But that one is only available in the UK bundle. But you are getting so much in these bundles. I mean, it's going to keep you occupied for a really long time, isn't it?
It absolutely is. We've got some questions coming through which we can tackle. We're going to do that now. Oh, okay. I don't mind. You tell me what we want to do. Terry says, question about the fabric cutting plates. You don't get the fabric cutting plates within the mega bundle. However, there are deals available for you on both the 9x12 and 9x6 on the Shop the Show. So if you shop the show, you can do that. Question from Becky, not Becky, you're Becky. Terry. Becky, what combination do you use for cutting mount board with the multimedia dies and the fabric cutting plates?
I use my fabric cutting plates all the time. Oh. So I would actually. So when we've seen. When you've seen us using the normal Gemini plates and cutting mount board with the papercraft experts, they would normally have the white plate, and then they would have the die with the mount board, and then either the frosted plate over the top, and then the clear plate and the white plate over the top of that. I have to say, if I'm going to do mount board, mount board, I would use the outer plates first of all, and I'd use my fabric plates in between. Because the fabric plates are nice, thick, heavy metal, you're going to get less of a mark on them by using the multimedia dies. Now, if you've ever used your multimedia dies with your, to cut card, for example, you'll notice that it does make quite an indentation in that outer plate. And if, as I say, if you use your fabric plates, it does just sort of protect everything a little bit longer. I have to say, the thing I'd use when I'm cutting felt, I take my fabric plates away and I use the metal shim and I use the frosted shim that come with your Gemini, and I find that they cut felt better for me personally than using the fabric plates. But for any kind of other thing, including any intricate papercraft dies, I use the fabric plates all the time. I just find that they're easier and they don't mark.
And as I say, you can pick those up. Shop the show. Gaz says, Ben, that joke actually made me laugh out loud properly. Tracy says that was terrible. Tammy says, oh, Ben. And thought that was a great dad joke, says Marianne Rose. Thank you. Liz R says, oh, Ben, with a emoji. But this is a request rather than a question. C. Newkirk says, Becky, can you show us sometime on a regular show how to quilt a block as you go, making a bunch of squares and sewing them together, then having to quilt it or have something else to do is overwhelming?
Yes. Yeah, okay. I will do. I'll put that on my list of something to do. Will probably not be something we'll be able to do this week, but maybe for the next show that comes up in November, we'll be able to do that. If not, I'll do that on a Facebook Live.
Nice one. And Amali says, I've never quilted before, but I really want to start. Well, I mean, you could do a lot worse than this bundle to get going, couldn't you?
Yeah, really. And the thing is, nothing about this is scary. You know, when you look at those sort of curved shapes, you'll think that might be a bit scary. I don't know how to do it. Yeah. We've got a wealth of information on our website and on YouTube for you to show step-by-step instructions about how we're going to be putting these things together. And all of us are available on social media. So if you've got questions about anything, anything to do with sewing, message me. If it's about sewing, message Ben. He'll ignore you, but he'll forward them on to me. But you know, if any questions, well, you can answer. Oh, actually, no, you're quite good at your sewing questions, aren't you, Ben?
I'm so. I just thought of another joke.
Set you up for that.
I just thought another one, another joke. I'll tell you. We've got to go for a break. I got dad jokes on the brain now. I was feeling a little bit depressed this morning.
Oh really?
Yeah. And my wife came up to me and she put her hand on my shoulder and she went, "Earth," and I went, "Oh, thanks. That means the world to me." Anyway, we're going to give you opportunity. We're going to give you opportunity to check out your baskets right now. Don't forget, we've got the showstopper from earlier on from launch day with those brand new nesting dies for you, so you can still check those out. Check out this bundle as well. I mean, goodness me, what an absolute deal. We'll come back in about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes.
The party is here. It's time to find your sparkle because Crafters Companion is turning an amazing 18.
We've got Disco Fever and you're all invited to light up the dance floor for our biggest and brightest party yet.
And it's the hottest ticket in town and everyone's on the guest list.
So follow the call of the disco ball and join us from the 9th to the 22nd of October.
We'll be shining the spotlight on a dazzling lineup of amazing new launches, offers and so many surprises.
And Crafters TV has been transformed into a boogie wonderland with live fun and crafty goodies every day.
And we're keeping the party going with Birthday 24/7. Tune in to enjoy non-stop Crafters TV all day, every day throughout the entire birthday celebration.
So, Dancing Queens, what are you waiting for? Visit our amazing new Crafters Companion website to join the fun and shine bright.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong.
Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
Went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some...
Welcome back, everybody. We've got, just less than 20 minutes to go on your Wake Up Call show. Don't forget, of course, double points on everything. Don't forget, of course, as well to stand by, because before the end of the show, we will be picking somebody out of all the comments that we had on the show to go into the draw a week on Sunday to win.
Can I go in the draw?
No. You can't. Because you're...
If I log in as someone else... and then comment, can I win in the draw?
Well, yeah, you'd have to come up with a... Yeah, but then if you won, we'd know them, wouldn't we?
Yeah, you would know. Yeah. That's not going to work, is it? That's
Probably.
Annoying.
Yeah. You could get, you could get a mate to comment, couldn't you, I suppose?
Could do. I haven't got any friends, though. Only got... Ben, could you comment for me? Oh, no, that's not going to work, is it?
I'm your friend.
Yeah, I know, but you're not going to be able to comment anyway,
no,
are
I can't.
you?
No.
I'll be your friend. I'm your friend. We're work friends.
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 It's signing for you there. Friends. So I just sort of missed the tumble because he always does that. You sign. Friend. Becky's my friend. Anyway, Tammy says, you always leave me in stitches, Ben. See what you did there? Like that, sewing related puns. Yeah.
That was so good.
So good. Right. Jamie's just gone, oh, you're getting them into it now. Jamie, they're worse than me, our viewers, with some of their gags and puns and jokes. Right, we're going to rattle through a few deals for you. Big cartload show coming up for you tonight. It is you and Debbie Fisher, isn't it?
It is me and Debbie Fisher, yeah.
Okay, so first deal is this one, £60 or $80 for your fabric cutter, which comes with the Moseby cutting mat and the bag to put it in as well. Let's show you your fabric cutter. If you're using like the builder block system and whatnot, you're still going to need something like this, right? Aren't you, to kind of cut your fabric pieces to shape? And this seems like, I've only seen this once before. This seems like a really brilliant system. A little bit like your own sort of, that we have the guillotine for papercraft. This is the equivalent for soft, right?
Absolutely, yeah, it totally is. And it will cut through 4 layers of fabric, no problem at all. So I find it really useful. If you're going to be using your builder block, you're making blocks, you're going to put them all together, but you need to sew them together with some sashing. So basically those strips that go through. So you can just fold up the fabric, maybe fold it in 4 layers, and then pop it onto the fabric cutter and then just push it through. And it's absolutely brilliant for people with limited dexterity, for people that perhaps cannot stand. Sometimes it's quite difficult. If you're using a rotary cutter, you sort of need the, you need to be able to lean over the top to get that kind of pressure. You're just pressing it down. So it works really, really well. It's nice and safe. It's lightweight. It looks like it's going to be really heavy, but it's not. And it's not cumbersome at all. So really great item to have.
You've got your metric and imperial, got your angle lines on there as well. Nice and easy to carry, like Becky says it is. I mean, it does look heavy, but it is light. And alongside that, you're also going to get your Moseby HE mat. I mean, this again, I would imagine is absolutely perfect for having in your sewing room, but the fact that you can fold it in half makes it very portable as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the problem always was with those great big mats where you store them when you don't need them. And my mum used to put them behind the back of the radiator.
Oh, yeah.
And so they'd come out and they'd all be like that.
Well, they'd be like...
like that. They're all wibbly wobbly because of the heat. You want something to keep, to make it nice and flat, and the fact that that will all fit inside that bag makes it absolutely ideal. So you can take it off with you to a class. You can take it. You take it to a class with you, and it just folds up, and it's a self-healing mat. You've got all of those different markings on there. It just makes it nice and easy for you.
Absolutely. So fold that one up. That will also go very nicely with your fabric cutter into the handy bag that comes with it as well, so you can pop all your bits and pieces in there. Loads of room in this as well, actually, because there's more pockets on the inside, and you've got another zip pocket down the front here as well. So you've got plenty of room in there. Like if you're wanting to kind of go off and craft with friends, or maybe you're doing like classes. I mean, you're going to fit the majority of everything that you need in that bag. You should be paying. I can't read that; it's too far away. Basically. £109 or $142, I think it says. Yeah. Should have gone to Specsavers. And you're paying to £60 or $80 today if you pick that up. Double points on that, of course, as well. Next up, what you got?
I've got the.
Don't know what that was.
I've got the eyelet tool first of all to show you.
Yeah.
So the eyelet tool we launched a few weeks ago when we had some new bags that had eyelets. So in here you're going to get 3 different types of eyelets, all the same size. You get them in 3 different finishes: silver, gold, and in brass. You'll also get the tool to create them. So basically, the tool cuts through the fabric, and then the tool will also you sort of change these little pieces down here. And they will secure those eyelets in place. So you can use these for curtains. Perhaps you want to hang some curtains, but you don't want to go through all the palaver of creating the curtains. So you can make them like this with those little eyelets. As I say, we had these 3 fabulous bags templates that were using these eyelets in there. So you're going to get everything you need in here to create eyelets. So 3 different finishes. But you're also going to be getting snap fastening tools here as well. So you're going to be getting them in gold and brass and in silver. You'll be getting 4 different sizes of snap fasteners in here, as well as the tools to create them. So there's tools to create the little holes in them, but also it creates all of those different designs in there. And again, a great price. These prices are really incredible for all of these. And as I say, this is only just launched. This launched about 2 months ago, month and a half ago, something like that. If you've been watching Sara on her social media with her caravan, you'll see that she uses these snap fasteners for attaching tea towels to the side, to hang them up. You can also use them for, again, if you're going to be making like little covers to go over windows and things like that, these are really useful. These are the kind of things that will sit inside your craft bag, and they're things that you're going to be using again and again. Again, great price, £44 or $55.20. That's great, again.
Absolutely. Just bear in mind as well, we're not getting through anywhere near all of the goodies that you're going to see in the cartload show later, so it's just a bit of a heads up. Huge bag, says Imani. I mean, that was a huge bag over there. Love Quilting, says Karen.
Says Karen, but I've never tried these dyes. Very curious as to how they work.
Getting a bit of the old croak as well. I'm off tomorrow. I know what you're thinking, thank goodness. Tracy says, what a mahoosive bag. Yeah. And Nona says that the bag could store all our A3 card too. Absolutely, you could. I mean, it's worth looking for that, potentially just for that. And thank you to Marianne Rose. She says, Ben, you are so silly. So, another sewing gag there. Next deal, quickie. Oh, look at the time, we've only got 10 minutes. Next up is the template with rotary cutter and mat. So the mat that you got in the previous bundle with the bag and the fabric cutter, thank you, is included in this bundle as well. So that you're going to be getting once again with this, and quite nice for the fact that you get your self-healing mat with your rotary cutter as well. I know, obviously, we sing the praises of, the builder block systems and using the Gemini and stuff, but it's obviously nice to have that rotary cutter within your kind of crafty stash as well. Great thing about this one too, of course, is you've got that beautiful ergonomic design with this. Also, you've got the safety switch on this too, so if you have got little ones, maybe pet kind of like creeping around, you don't need to worry about that blade being exposed the whole time. And also you can obviously use this whether you're left-handed or right-handed. Will cut through as well multiple layers of fabric as well. And then on top of all of that, you're also going to get your mini patchwork templates as well. Shapes in this one. So it's designed to fit on a 2.5-inch fabric strip roll, but the shapes you're going to get, your tumbler, you've got honeycomb, hexagon, 45-degree diamond, jewel and square. You've got your half square triangle, quarter square triangle, half hexagon, equilateral triangle, half rectangle triangle, that nearly ended badly, and the 60-degree diamond as well. And just to show you again on the back here, combining all of the different shapes that you've got, you've just got a few of the different patterns that you can create. So as I say, you know, as much as it's nice to have the ease of use when it comes to things like your builder block and having the Gemini there. Nice if you want to kind of go back to doing things, you know, I suppose the traditional way. This also does come with a step-by-step tuition video for you as well. So if you want some more ideas with this, then you've got all of that included. But a lovely set for the fact that you'll need your mat for your templates and something to cut it with. Really nice little bundle as well if you're looking for a gift, maybe for a soft crafter in your life as well. You're saving £25, saving over $30. £44 is your platinum price there, or $55.20. Tracy says, I use snap fasteners and eyelets with my leather work, and that price is fantastic. Snap it up. See what I did there? And Brenda says, is that how we sound in your head, Ben? No, it's just because my voice went, so that's why I went down. I know you all don't talk like that. I mean, some of you might, but definitely not all of you. Right, let's go over to Becky, who's going to have a look at another deal from the Cardload Show.
I want to listen to your game show voice. I think, can you do the rest of the show, your game show voice?
What, this game show voice?
Yes.
Okay, let's go up to Becky Sworn for the next deal.
Excellent.
On tonight's exciting Cardload Show.
The next item I've got is
That's fantastic. Sorry.
It's the Dresden plate cutter here. So this, the Dresden plate, I think it's really beautiful. It's a really nice design. Now here you're going to have the opportunity. You just use your rotary cutter, so you're not using a die, but you have these little kind of grooves that you pop your rotary cutter into, and that will cut through and create that design. But you not only get the opportunity to create those kind of shapes, you get the opportunity to make those kind of shapes in two different colours. So you can do half and half, but you also have the ability to make the circles. So you basically fold up some fabric, and where you've got your square fold, you put those against that right angle, and you cut around the edge, and you create that beautiful curve, and that will create your circle in there. You're also going to be getting in this bundle, this is your orange peel design, and so it works in exactly the same way. So you've got these two different placement lines. You've got a line if you just want a rough piece, a piece of fabric here, so you just want half of those pieces. Or if you want to fold the fabric in half, you'll create a whole a whole sort of petal. And so you can see there's two different lines in there. If I show you around the back here, you can see what I mean. So if you folded the fabric in half, and then you put that fold line along on the front, and then cut round, you would create a design like this one. But if you just used a straight piece of fabric, just an edge, you'd create that halfway, and then stitch them together and create that whole petal. So again, great value that you're getting with these. They are not things to use with your Gemini, they're things to use with your rotary cutter, and I would suggest if you're going to be using the smallest design, if you're going to be using a really tiny one, especially with this one here, you want to use the smallest rotary cutter that you can to get hold of. But £18 or $24 is a great price for these as well.
Absolutely right. Thank you for all the comments coming through. We will pick the winner for this show in just a few moments' time. Quick look though at your quilting pattern guides. What you're going to get within this set is your reference guide first of all. So this to use in conjunction with your quilting designs. 8-point reference guide, so you can mark all the reference points at various sizes for use with the Gemini. And by the way, you're not just getting that within the collection, you're also going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 of the quilting pattern guides included with this as well. So this one is your reference guide, and then on top of that you are going to get these as well. So this one is your circles, and again it allows you, it's quite difficult to see, but it allows you to kind of freehand with this plate here all of these different designs. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 just as a reference on that. So that's your circles. Then you've also got your clamshells in here too, and again all these sort of different designs that you can achieve with the different slots that you've got on that one. Then you've got the orange peels. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different kind of combinations that you can do there with your orange peel, and then you've also got your apple cores included in there as well. Again, just a few of those different designs that you can achieve with that set. That is a £75, $100 saving that you're paying just £23.99 or under $20 for if you are a platinum member. Incredible value for money. Plus, you're going to get double points on that all as well. We're going to announce who the winner is in this show in just... Oh, we're going to do that now. We're going to do that now. Right, so... Thank you for all your lovely comments coming through. Don't forget, the more you comment during the shows, the more chances you've got of winning that £300, $300 voucher. We're doing it in every show. So there's, well, I mean, there was 42 chances to win. Now there's 9, 12, about 30 chances left. All the names go into our Disco Ball of Delight, and then the winner is picked a week on Sunday out of all of the names to win a £300, $300 voucher to spend with us at Crafters Companion. But who's going in today? It is Imani Stackhouse. Yes, Imani, congratulations. You are in to the Disco Ball of Delight. Boom. We will pick another winner during launch day for you in a couple of hours' time. And then, of course, another winner will go into the ball on Cartload this evening. Before we disappear, the Cartload show tonight is kind of built around what is the biggest, I think, mega bundle we have ever done. Certainly when it comes to Softcraft as well, you will not see a bigger deal. A deal that is slightly different here in the UK to what it is in the US. But Becky, I don't know where she's gone because the deal is so big, has got it the other side of the studio. It's over $1,000 worth of goodies for under $400 if you're platinum. Where are you, Becky? Becky? Ta-da! Oh, there she is.
Yeah, look.
Wowzers.
I mean, I couldn't even balance everything. It's like a Jenga. It's like a crafty Jenga game. These bits as well. This is all you're getting. This is going to keep you occupied for I don't know how long. There's so much in here. So much in here.
So much.
It is such a huge opportunity for anybody. I mean, just even if there's something in here that you've had before, that you're going to be able to gift these. The fact that you're getting a Gemini in here as well, I think it just makes it an incredibly good deal. Really great deal.
And again, if you like the look of that in the US, that is your bundle. As I said earlier on, I mean, the maths on it is incredible. So if you go for that in the US, it's basically the extras that you're getting alongside the G2, $710 worth of extras for $169. That is the maths on it, which is just quite simply incredible. And don't forget, you'll get double points on this as well. So you're getting nigh on 800. Yes, you heard me correct. 800 points when you pick up that Softcraft mega bundle. Amazing, and you're easily getting all of your free gifts as well, don't forget. And then of course, if you're in the UK, on top of everything that you see there, you get all of these goodies added into the bundle as well.
So many, you can't even hold them.
Quilting gloves. Oof, sort of a good catch there. You've got your double wedding ring in the builder block.
I love that one.
Yeah, I feel like I've not seen that one before.
No, we didn't have it for the longest of time, and now just looking at. See, the only way I can be seen is just by this tiny little gap here. That wedding ring was one that wasn't available when I first started. Now it's come back, and I desperately want it because it's such a being able to have those curves cut out of there is like a real key item as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and then on top of all of that, you're going to get the quilting guide. You're going to get the little characters as well. You've got your, what are they called? The builder banners in there too. I mean, there's tons here. You'll see it in more detail a little bit later on. But in essence, again here, this is over £1,000 worth for under 400 if you're platinum. What a show, Becky. Thank you so much. We will see you tonight at 6.
6, yeah, absolutely.
I will catch you with Sara for the launch of those amazing nesting dies at 3 o'clock, so a couple of hours' time. Stay with us, though, because we're 24/7. Don't forget, repeats of all these shows coming up for you, but we'll be back live in 2 hours. Until then, keep shopping and bye for now.